Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but we're back and we've got a mustache and everything. So yeah, since COVID's happened, we've not really had a chance to get out on the bike or about testing things, reviewing stuff and that, but hopefully that's all going to change. Get a bit more often with the nicer weather, and since COVID's kind of lifting a little bit. But we managed to squeeze into the wet leathers, so let's say COVID's not been too bad with us, can't complain too much. And but yeah, we're going to jump over to BMW in Plymouth and we are going to test the S1000XR if they'll let me. Last time I was there they didn't let me test bikes for whatever reason, but hopefully that changed. So if the next clip you see is a S1000XR, you know we're out testing. I'll catch you there. Right, so it's been a while guys, I know, post-COVID, well not post, still kind of going on, but welcome back to the channel guys. And as you'll notice, I am not on the Monster, I am out on a BMW S1000XR. So we, quick shift that, well that's good. So this is going to be a video, just a quick, I say quick, this is going to be just a first impressions, what I thought. So I've only just got it from BMW, and we're going to go and see what we think. And I have to say straight off the bat, it is comfy. It is comfy, very very comfy. So different, completely different to obviously the Monster itself, which honestly the Monster's not an uncomfy bike, but it is massive, and the seat actually on the XR really hugs my bum, and it's like having a nice little cuddle. Lovely. So I've got everything set up on road at the moment. Let's put this screen up a little bit, and sounds like it's getting a little bit of wind buffering there, but yeah, we will see how we get on. We'll do a mixture of roads and yeah, see what we think from first impressions. But very comfy, currently in road mode. It has got 3 rider modes. It's got rain, road, dynamic. Actually, tell a lie, it's also got Dynamic Pro, so we'll see what it's like on the road first, and then we'll put it into Dynamic. And I have to say, it's off the bat, I am nicely impressed. It's super smooth. I am getting a little bit of wind buffering on my helmet, which I'm not maybe as used to compared to the Monster, where the that is a 5th gear overtake, and that was no bother at all. Yeah, the screen's, oh, you definitely get loads of wind protection, no doubt about that. I can barely, apart from the top of my helmet, and I'm 5'11" on a good day, apart from that, like, the wind protection is phenomenal. It feels quite windy, and I'm barely feeling anything on me at all. Also, this has got the handguards on it, and also the windscreen. I've just put, you see me put up there, so yeah, very nice. Just cruising along 6th gear, crunching some miles. It's nice, definitely on the motorway, like 6th gear. Woo! Even a little 6th gear roll on is not too bad. If I can get a little bit of space, I will drop it right down and we'll see what that's like. Let's just slow it right down. Oh, I've got tons of space. Let's slow it right down. Let's say 50. Let's drop it down even more. 40 mile an hour. And let's roll on, full on. Oh, look at that. 70 mile an hour, and it's still pulling. That's a 6 gear roll on. 40 mile an hour. I've got no problems going to be overtaken at all. I've met the mirrors. The mirrors are very good. You can see tons behind me. Not necessarily my cup of tea, not necessarily my style, but they're functional. You see, can only just see my arm in it, and which is going up a little bit vibey. Yeah, sort of vibrate a little bit there, but you know, it's not enough. I've had worse mirrors. I'd be quite content if I was doing some big miles. I could see behind me quite happily. Oh, I just want to sit back. I just want to sit back and relax. You know, a while ago I tested the Multistrada, and it was nice enough. It was a nice bike, but it just wasn't. It just didn't do it for me. It just wasn't my feel. But this, from the get-go, on the motorway, just crunching miles, I'm quite liking it already, just straight away. That's why, yeah, it's just making me want to sit back and just enjoy the roads, cruise along. If I need to overtake, I can. That 6th gear rolling there, it's just good fair lift and stuff like that. So the guys were telling me at BMW that a few things about, also with the rider modes, the dynamic pro and all that sort of stuff, also along with the brakes and stuff. Apparently if you apply the front brake, it applies a bit front and rear, which is nice. And if you apply just rear, it's just all rear. And along with that, you can also change the traction control on there as well, and you can put it right down to 1. So if you want to be a bit more motard typing and skidding the back out, apparently you can do it. I'm not going to be doing it on the test rides, it's not my bike. But I guess it's nice to know you can put it right up to full wet weather, and you're going to be fine. But if you want to be a bit of a hooligan, then it's there. The option's there to do it. I'm not going to go through the whole menu structure, but as you can see, you've got cruise control down here. The menu changes suspension. I've got it on auto. I thought if it's got the auto suspension, I'm going to use it, see what it's like. Obviously your indicators, and also the control wheel for your menu. And up in the TFT, I've got it set just to road use. There's a sport one, which I might have a look at in a bit, which tells you all sorts, tells you your braking, your traction and stuff. Oh god, the brakes. Did not expect that. But let's go round roundabout. Ooh, so smooth. I don't know if I'm just so used to the Monster, but my god, it is just so smooth. This engine, like, it's just buttery smooth. It's lovely. Oh yeah, let's see if we can set the cruise control, because this is an average speed camera zone. We're set at 30. Look at that, hands off. There we go. How nice is that? 30 mile an hour. Just cruising along. Oh, that'd be so nice. That'd be so nice on a big journey, just be able to rest that you know, throttle hand and just take control. You know, and just let it, you know, relax. You know, it's like when you're doing big miles. I mean, all you want to do is just rest that one hand, and all you can do is shake off your clutch hand, and that's not really doing much. But this, there you go, set it. That was quite easy to set, and I didn't even have a look at that beforehand, and I managed to figure it out, which is quite good. Also, your lights in here, your daylight running light and all that stuff as well, if you want to set all that. And well, we're actually in cruise control going through here. So the menu, there we go. So we're now in sports, as you can see. Also got your max lean angles there, your brake and your traction control as well, and obviously your throttle. And we're just in cruise, but we're about to come out of this bit here, so let's roll on. Let's see, third gear. Yeah, buddy, that was fucking lovely. How nice is that? That was fucking smooth. Sorry for the swearing there, but yeah, that was that was smooth. That was lovely. Like, really nice. Just quick, crack that throttle and it's off. And round bit we go. Hopefully nobody comes inside of us because I won't forget. That second gear pull. Wow. It's just quite nice to fling about. That is really nice just to fling about. and really smooth just to be in third gear cruising along. I have to admit, I'm liking it. I am liking it. I do want to try and get into dynamic. How do I do that? I'm trying to put this. Missing all these nice roads. That is so nice, that roll on, that is brown. I don't know. Oh, there we go. We're back to road again. Now I want to see about getting this into dynamic. That's what I'm trying to do. Is it up here? Oh, silly sausage. There's mode buttons over here. Mode. Let's put this into dynamic. Roll off. It is in dynamic. Oh, so that was all in roads. This is now. This is now in dynamic mode. So let's see what it's like. Nice. Smooth. Throttles a little bit. Pulls a little bit more. A bit more of an engine brake on it as well by the feels of things. Yeah, it's a heavier. Get a chance we'll overtake, I think. Or not, there's a car pulling out. Like I was saying to my mate before coming out, and that I really wanted to like the bike. You know, like I said, I tested the Multistrada and I was a little bit like, a little bit gutted. I was just a little bit like, I really wanted to like it, like that style, and enjoy it. And it was, but this is just a whole other ball game, I think. Yeah, I know what I'd put my money on for this. Now also I can't compare this to a GS or anything like that because I've not tested the GS, so I'm not going to sit and go, this compared to the GS. But in my head, the reason I'm testing the XR and not a GS is, it's just for me, I'm not an off-roader. I'm not going to do the long way down and go cross country and stuff like that. But if I was wanting a bike for doing on the roads, just enjoying myself and doing some big miles, this would make sense. It's a really nice bike just to chuck about. That is like so easy to chuck about, like feels strangely light for the size of it, you know, for being quite a big bike, you know. It's really not bad at all. You can just throw that about. I kind of want to get into some more twisties. So. Oh, listen to that if you can hear it. I hope you can hear it. And the reason I like this as well is that it still has that sporty feel. And I think a lot of time that's when people have got going for bikes and stuff, they're like, obviously most people do, they like the sort of sportiness, they like the freedom. Please give me a bit of space. Can we go? Let's go. Look at that. Definitely with that screen down, I'm getting a lot more wind buffering in my helmet, so I'm kind of forced to put that right up, I think, and that does make a massive difference. It makes a huge difference. It's a shame you might not be able to see it on where the camera is, but yeah, so the guys are also telling me as well the fact that you can obviously buy an expensive navigation system if you want for it, but you're saying you can also just get it linked up to one and use the TFT dash as a navigation. I don't know how much information it'll give you, if it will just be, you know, well, let's go for it. Oh, it's so easy to overtake, and again, look at that. And for the Bowie. Oh, that was so nice. And down to the gear. That quick shifter. I'm really hoping it's quick shifting because I'm using it like a quick shifter. Seems quite nice. Look at that, you can just chuck that in there. Oh, we're slowing down. Oh, the traffic, so much traffic today. And this is we're on a Wednesday afternoon. And yeah, coming up to another bit of average speed camera. So if that's me, what I'll do is this average speed camera. Let's get up to speed, even with the traffic, and we'll just set that. Which apparently is too fast for the traffic, so yeah, as soon as you're on the brakes it switches that cruise control off. Oh, this seat's so comfy. The ride position's quite nice as well, actually. It's like sitting in quite a comfy chair. The pegs are a little bit back, they're not right below you, but
I'm quite comfy. I've got my leathers on today. I thought today was the day for leathers, and yeah, like, so I'm quite comfy. So I've actually got my race boots, I guess what I call them, on, and I'm quite comfy. I could do some big miles with this. Not a lot of vibrations coming through the pegs, unlike say on my Monster. I get a few vibrations coming through there. On this it's nice and smooth, and I just want to chuck it back and forth. That's so easy to do. That's so easy. And just give it a little bit of beans every now and then. Oh, oh, it's making me laugh. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, lovely. This has given me that sports bike fun feel, but obviously the comfort of a tourer. Ah, you can't complain with that, I don't think. I'm going to maybe veer off, I think, a little bit. I might veer off. No, actually I'll go straight on. Let's see this one about. You can just chuck it in. You can just chuck it into the corners. It just wants to go. It's not scared to lean over. Well, that's one thing I definitely remember from the Multistrada is it felt like, well, for me anyway, it was a little bit like it didn't want to lean in too quickly. It didn't want to sort of do that. It kind of, yeah, I found I had to fight with it a bit more, and that was just me. That's just my opinion. But this just goes into the corner. But yeah, first impressions, I am impressed. It's smooth. It's got punch to it. Oh, it's got all the bells and whistles if you want that sort of thing. It's got the wind protection. If I was going to go on a big journey, I think, oh, I'd quite like this on a nice big journey. I have to say this year, I have to say, I think for this year, I think the XR looks so nice, really nice this year. Some of the colours, guys were telling me there's going to be some M Sport colours coming out in it as well. So there's going to be a few different ones. And if that's your thing, if you're fussed about the colours, I quite like this grey, whether or not it's just for the demonstrator, but this grey looks nice to me. And I really quite like the red one. There's also a bit of a USB port down there as well, so that you can charge, obviously run your navigation systems, phones and stuff like that as well. Tons of space, obviously big massive seat for your pillion as well. I'm sure this guy has no dramas taking a pillion. Let's go off a little bit. There we go. Oh my god. Woo! That power. That is amazing, so smooth. That is beautiful. Let's go back this way as well. Oh, that's so nice. Oof, that rear brake's got some punch to it as well. Lovely. Oh, it's just, I can chuck it in. That's just, I can just chuck it into the corners. How nice is that? Little twisty roads. I feel sporty. I like this because I feel sporty, but I'm comfy and I can just chuck it around. Look at that. Okay, yeah, I'm not a MotoGP rider here. I'm not getting my knee down. I'm sure there's people out there can. I'm sure you've seen a video of someone doing it. But for me, average Joe on the road, this is making me smile. You can't see it, obviously, because I'm in the helmet, but oh, it's making me laugh. It's making me smile. That power is lovely. It's just, I keep saying it. It's so smooth. The brakes are solid, really responsive, and also it's got the dynamic suspension as well, and it seems to be doing its job. Can I necessarily notice it, what it's doing? Not at all. But do I feel it? Do I feel like it knows what it's doing? Yes, it knows exactly what it's doing. It's comfy, but then I open that throttle and it feels like it just gets nice and solid and tight. And I'll tell you that, you could probably pop some wheelies in this thing. It's so that front end's wanting to come up sometimes. It has also got all the anti-wheelie and all that as well. So if that's something you want to be aware of, it's got lots of power. It has got anti-wheelie, you can change all that. You can change all the traction, all the ABS, like I said. It has got a lot of bells and whistles. I think it's, remember correctly, 165 horsepower. Can't remember how much torque it is, but it is more than enough for the road. Oh, we'll do a little second roll on where we will give ourselves a bit of space. Give ourselves a little bit of space. So what we're doing, we're at 30 mile an hour. Let these guys get ahead of us because we're having to deal with traffic today, apparently. Let them. And I can do this, look at this, I can just sit back 30 mile an hour. Brilliant, right, we've got some space. 30 mile an hour, second gear. You know, sorry mum, dad, granddad that are watching if I swear. But that drive is phenomenal, that is lovely. It's just delivering. You've got that power. Oh, that is lovely, absolutely lovely. Oh. It's so smooth. There's a few bumps in this road. This is quite a bad road actually, and it's got suspension's handling as well, really comfy. I love this seat. I absolutely love this seat. And do you know what, I'd almost want to see what it was like on well, with all the luggage on and everything. And a little drum there, drum lights. These nice twisty roads. The bike is just like, yep. Look at that! Oh, straight in. How good is that? I wanted to like this bike, and I thought I would. By looking at the videos, by you know reading up on it, I thought this bike can make sense to me for the style. And I was speaking to my mate beforehand, and it does. It just ticks all those boxes that I need to. Where if I was going to change to this style of bike, I like it. I'm quite sold on it, to be honest. Like if I was going to get a new bike, if I was in the market for a new bike and I was going to do some big journeys, which I want to be doing, this is a strong contender. Oh, we'll go for a couple of overtakes. No bother, absolutely no bother. For a big bike, absolutely no bother. And we slow down, we're cruising. It's as if nobody ever even noticed. I knew I was going to like it. I didn't know how much I was going to like it, but I'm so chuffed that I've actually kind of found a bike in this sort of touring or like sports touring range that I wouldn't call it a sports tourer, but touring range that I actually really like. So yeah, we managed to get an S1000XR, and what a bike! What a bike! For that style, that touring bike, which I'm not usually a fan of, it really blew me away. I was so happy with it. It was nice and smooth on the motorways and slow traffic, all that sort of thing. And you hit a twisty, bendy road, and it just went. It's just a comfy sports bike. That's the only way I can describe it. Fantastic. So it's gave me a bit of food for thought for maybe a future bike, and I'm going to test more and more. Yeah, anyone who knows me knows that I like to test bikes, get opinion on them, and we'll see. But that was obviously the sort of top of the range XR. Demo bikes always are, and it's had all the bells and whistles. But do you know, if you've got the money for it and you're looking for that style of bike and you're not going to go off road, then my god, it was a good bike, and I'd really consider it. But yeah, so happy with it. Fantastic bike. That's my overall view. Then fantastic. The only thing I had problems with was the screen could have been a little bit higher, or no screen at all, because obviously used to the no screen on the naked bike. But going with a screen could do a little bit higher. Just kind of going to the helmet a little bit, but that's a small thing that can be fixed. So yeah, fantastic. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys, and hopefully see you in the next video. If you do like it, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the future.